Breathe normally. I love hearing those words as the flight attendant reviews the safety features of their particular hollow metal tube. I love hearing those words in part because it sounds like the punchline to a joke that begins with, "In case of sudden loss of cabin air pressure." Many comedians have mined the depths of this particular interaction with some pretty funny results. Sudden loss of cabin air pressure means something pretty catastrophic has likely happened, and the breathe normally instructions are supposed to penetrate whatever cloud of panic you are feeling after being awakened from sleep, disturbed by the physical reactions to changed air pressure, or frightened by the startled response of fellow travelers. You are encouraged to breathe normally as you are accosted by dozens of doors opening above your head and releasing what looks like medical equipment. Yeah, that's certainly a moment when I am likely to breathe normally. I hope I never experience that particular stressful moment, but we have all felt stressful moments. Stress comes at us on a continuum. There's the stress of running late and not finding that particular parking place, stress of having a child bursting into tears at some really inappropriate or inconvenient moment, stress of liking someone and trying to figure out how to let them know or to at least test the waters of their feelings without taking too much risk, stress of facing a deadline without having completed a paper or a project, stress of too much month left at the end of the money, stress of planning something or waiting for something momentous, stress of having a relationship teeter on the brink of collapse, or the stress of rebuilding after a collapse. In moments like this, how can you breathe normally? One useful definition of stress is that it is a demand capability imbalance. The internal conditions, heart rate, breathing, muscle tension, overvigilance to noise, all of that is in part due to external conditions beyond our control and in part due to the meaning we associate with those external conditions. Different folks will handle the same conditions quite differently. Speaking in public is no longer a big deal for me, but for some folks it is terrifying. I'm not a big fan of snakes, but for some folks, seeing and handling those slimy, disgusting creatures is not a thing at all. So our felt stress response is in part because of our internal capability and in part because of external demands. If our capabilities can handle things, then we are okay. If the demands tax our systems, then our stress response kicks in and it might be fear or anger or frustration or something else. So, looking at this, there are two easy places to intervene: reduce demands or increase capabilities. And lots of ways to do that. Right now, we find ourselves in a situation being locked down because of a national emergency. Adjustment is necessary. Most folks are diligently working to work both sides of the equation. They are trying to increase capabilities and reduce demands on various settings. We can do our part to try and reduce demands, but many things are beyond our control. But we always have the opportunity to build our capabilities. Maybe this is a moment to reflect on that most familiar of Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Remembering that the Lord is present even when the valley is dark, and that the Lord sets a table for you while enemies watch, might just be what you need today. Maybe those images will help restore, and maybe they will help you breathe normally. Blessings to you.